this is Jim from Bang Time Pool, along with my two co-hosts tonight, Roopster 760, Rubin, and Darren, Mr. Edit 1. And gentlemen, we've been talking before this. I talked to the players. Both these guys are in the 50s. They score in the 50s. We don't really have to talk about this too much. We know this is going to be a barn burner. But, Rubin, tonight, do you have any predictions for us?
Well, from a guy that played both guys already. And you guys all know why I'm sitting here and they're over there. It's going to be a great one. The only prediction I have is that I'm excited. You can see the smile on my face, It was a long day for this wait, but it's finally here.
Yeah, Rubin and I talk almost on a daily basis as well. And, we've been talking about this one for a long time now. And I actually, just before we came on the air, I talked to both these guys, Ron and Joe, and said, I've been waiting for this one for a long time because this is going to be a good match. I'm telling you right now. So we don't have to really jockey around so much about this one because I'm telling you right now, both these guys can put up numbers. They can both play. I really want to sit back and watch this thing happen. But, Darren, anything to add to this awesome match coming up tonight?
Well, I can say that, I've been firsthand. I've been had the privilege to be on Ron's body count from the last tournament, and I know he can put up big numbers, man. I know he's a good shot. And as far as Joe goes, I think he's the dark horse of this tournament. I think people are sleeping on him a little bit. I had a chance to watch him practice a couple nights ago, and he makes a lot of shots without missing much. So I think it'll be a good match.
Yeah. And when I say in the 50s, Mr. Johnson in the championship match of the first tournament, I believe, put up a 5'9". Am I correct, Ron?
Yep.
Yeah, a 59. So, when I say a 59, we can almost round that to 60, but that was pretty impressive. And Joe, I believe you came in 56. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have a little bit of a memory left, but yeah. So, the guy came in, and put up some big numbers on his first match. So, I'm excited about this. And like I said, we don't really need to play around much with the intros and things like that. I'm going to go over the rules a little bit before we get to the coin flip, just for our new viewers. So if you're watching this, each player is going to play a rack, meaning, for instance, rack number 1. Ron Johnson, if he wins the coin toss and chooses to break first, he would obviously break first. After the break, he will have two choices. He can leave the ball where it lays and try to run out, meaning the 1 through the 9, and play for 11 points. Or he can take ball in hand, place it where he wants on the table, and run out for a possibility of 9 points. Okay? Now, we do have combinations on 9 and things like that. And both players understand, and this is the controversy, so to speak, in this tournament, an early 9 ball. Okay? Both players understand it is all balls down plus 2 for the 9. So, for instance, if you pocket the 1 ball and you have a 2-9 combination, that's 1 ball down plus the 9, you would score 3. Okay? So you need to know that, and these players know that going in. If they choose to do that, that's the score that they're going to have. So, for instance, if you have a wire 2-9, you need to get positioned on that too, so you don't make the 2-9 combination. Okay, and they know that. So now, the only ball that doesn't stay down per se is the 9 ball. For instance, on the break, if you scratch and you pocket the 9 is spotted. You play for a possible 9. If you are running a rack and you scratch on the 9 ball, that 9 ball does not count. The 9 ball is then taken out and you will score 8 on that rack. Okay? Do you guys have any questions on the rules for me? Ron, you've been through this a number of times. I think you're pretty clear. Joe, is there anything that you're unclear about?
Nope, I think I'm pretty good.
Okay. Again, if there is a question on a rule, please stop ask before you shoot. We will clarify anything that you need before you shoot. Okay?
You bet.
All right. So according to my bracket, my policy, the person on top of the bracket gets the toss for the call for the coin toss. So Ron, that is you. So I will have this. You can call heads or tails, and we will see who wins the coin flip.
Heads it is.
It is tails. So in this instance, we have Mr. Joe Jacobs, Joe's Pool School. You have the choice of either breaking first or letting Ron break first.
I will break first.
So Joe will be first, and Ron will be second. Now, before we get started, I want to talk a little bit about equipment. There's a lot of viewers out here that want to know what kind of equipment you're using. So let's start with Ron. You want to talk about your playing cue and, any other break cue or jump cue or anything like that?
Yep. I shoot with a McDermott 300 series. I just recently had a Tiger sniper tip put on it. Got rid of the old Kamui medium that was glazing over on me about every other rack and got tired of that. So per the recommendation of a couple other people, I opted to try the Tiger sniper, and so far I'm quite pleased with that. I have a Dufferin, just this good old standard Dufferin break jump cue that I use. Both are 19 ounce, and I shoot on a CL Bailey 8-footer. Nothing super special, but it's trusty and it shoots well. So,
all right,
nothing high budget for me.
And we've talked to Darren before about this, and Darren's the first to say you don't need to be a high budget guy to play this game. So
that's right.
That's awesome. All right, Joe, you want to fill us in on kind of what's in your case, so to speak?
Sure. Well, I'm using I'll just show you. The shaft is a Q-Tech Synergy 11.8 millimeter. The standard, I think, is 12.4, 12.5.
Okay.
So it's a little bit thinner taper, which is great because I have smaller hands. And I am actually using the BK3 brake cue for the butt. I don't know why I came up with this combination, but it just feels really solid. I don't feel the ball when I'm hitting anything. And beforehand, I was using Predator Icon 2 with the maple low deflection shaft, and then the BK3 brake cue, but now I've kind of combined them into the same cue. And then my table is a 7-foot American Heritage. Couldn't afford the diamond at the time, so put on Simona's cloth, like a lot of people have, and I just beat the heck out of it and play a lot. So that's what I do.
And Ron, you're on an 8-foot table, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
8 foot with Simonis as well.
All right. Gentlemen, I know this is going to be a good one. Shoot well. Good luck to both of you. And Rootster, Darren, you want to say anything before we fire this thing up?
I just want to say good luck to the guys. I hope they live up to their own expectations.
And good luck to both of you. I mean, we do have the undefeated Ron, our last year's current champion. And then we got the young blood Joe coming in and showing us what he's got.
And by the way, the winner of this actually plays our reigning record holder at 65, Lil Chris. The winner will face him in a third-round match.
No pressure.
It'll be exciting. All right.
No
So,
pressure.
Joe, whenever you're ready, rack number 1, my man.
Good luck, Ron.
Good luck, Joe. Shoot well.
You too.
I want to thank everyone for being here tonight. I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one. Just a reminder, Joe, after you do break, let us know as viewers what balls were pocketed, and then clearly state if you're taking ball in hand or not. All right?
Sounds good.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you.
Thanks. Two ball, 7 ball, 2 and 7.
2 and 7 on the break.
I will take ball in hand.
You will take ball in hand, playing for a possibility of 9 points. I will remind you, if there is a shot in question, I have Darren, Mr. Edit 1, and Rubin, Roopster 760. We will get our thoughts together, and we will come up with majority rules if the shot was good or not.
Four.
Okay, so 4 points for Joe in rack number 1. Mr. Johnson, Joe with a 4 in rack number
Yes, sir.
1. You are up. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Microphone's getting in my way. Can you still hear me, Jim?
Sir, you're perfect.
All right. Get out of there. That's the way it started. Scratch on the first break. Now that we got that out of the way.
Looks like you pocketed 1 and the cue ball.
The 8 ball down.
Okay, so he is playing, according to the rules, he is playing with ball in hand for a possibility of a maximum of 9 points.
All right. Equipment malfunction. I got to stop a sec. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Take your time.
I'm just going to put that in my pocket.
All right.
I will pick a 2, 4, 6, a 3.
All right, so after rack number 1, Joe 4, Ron 3. All right, Joe, rack number 2.
Scratch.
Okay, so playing for a maximum of 9. 1 ball down.
8 balls down. I believe that is the only one.
That is the only ball down. Okay. Playing for 9 points. Looks like Joe with a 2 for a total of 6 after rack number 2. All right, Ron. Joe with 2 in rack number 2 for a total of 6. You're coming into rack number 2 with a total of 3.
Seven ball down.
7 ball down.
Take ball hand.
Okay. Ball in hand, playing for a possibility of 9. So Ron with a total of 3 points for a total of 6.
Just whisper.
So after rack 2,
Hold
Ron 6, Joe 6.
And I
Joe after rack 2, 6, 6.
I made the 8 ball and the 7 ball.
7, 8.
Take ball in hand.
Okay, playing for 9. Love it.
Keeps getting easier, huh?
So it looks like a 4 for Joe for a total of 10 after rack number 3. Before we move to Ron, Les Johnson, looks like you're out of Australia. Awesome. Welcome. All right, Mr. Johnson, rack number 3. Joe is at 10 after 3. You're sitting at 6 after 2.
Four ball.
4 ball down.
That one's ugly. That.
Okay, ball in hand. Possibility of 9. He pocketed his 4 on the break. He is on the 5. Oh, good shot, Ron.
Oh, that's awful thin. Fiver.
For a total of 11. So after rack number 3, Joe 10, Ron 11. Mr. Jacobs, you are at rack number 4, Ron leading 11-10. Looks like 2 balls pocketed. All right, possibility of 9.
8.
6, 8.
Yep. want a shot on the 2 ball one time. That's all I want.
So Joe with a 3 for a total of 13 after rack number 4. All right, Ron, you are sitting at 11 after 3. Joe at 13 after 4. Looks like 1 ball pocketed on the break.
You're correct, sir. The 7 ball. I will take ball in hand.
Okay, ball in hand.
Well, that's going to make it fun.
Yeah, we're going to have a little issue elevated over the 5 ball. So it looks like Ron with a 3 in rack number 4 for a total of 14. So after rack number 4, Joe 13, Ron 14. Just a reminder, after rack number 5, we will take a little break. Have a few things to discuss during the break, so stay tuned for that. All right, Joe, 13, 14, Ron in the lead. After 4, you're breaking rack number 5.
I need the 5 ball, and that is it.
Okay, and scratch on the break, automatic ball in hand, playing for 9. Pocketed the 5 on the break. Joe's shooting the 6 ball. Can't tell if the 7 gets past the 9 or not.
It does go.
Okay. Very good run. That was a scratch, automatic ball in hand for a total of 9. So after 5 racks, Joe sits at 22.
Good run, Joe.
Mr. Johnson, you are sitting at 14, and Joe at 22 after 5. You are breaking rack number 5.
Eight ball down.
8 ball down.
Ball in hand.
Possibility of 9. The 3 must go past the 8 ball.
That's the 4 ball, Jim.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you.
It's all right.
You did pocket the 8 on the break. My mistake.
Give me enough. I did. Yeah, we're not even going to bother trying that.
Good shot. Rubin, Darren, thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. Good shot.
Go!
Wow. Okay, it looks like we have a 6. Is that correct?
Yep.
For a total of 20. So after pack number 5, Joe 22, Ron 20. Let me bring everyone back in here real quickly. All right, so Rooster, Darren, as we expected, tight match right now. What are you seeing, Rooster? Let's start with you. What are you seeing right now out of both players?
Well, first of all, I felt the nerves from the beginning from both players. I mean, it was apparent they don't shoot like that. Once again, because I know I've been on that other end.
Absolutely.
I mean, I wish they shot like that with me, but I noticed their nerves are starting to get away from them. It was unfortunate what happened to Ron on that last shot. I mean, that ball literally ringed around the pocket.
It did. And
So
kicked out.
if that score wouldn't be what it is today if that ball would have stayed down. But other than that, it's still close. I mean, 2 points. They're both starting to feel it. If Ron could shake that off and move on from that last shot, he's still in the game, obviously.
One little quick, what's Ron, you faced him a number of times. What's he not doing tonight that he's done in the past?
Well, what we're missing from Ron is his break. We're used to seeing him making 3 balls on the break.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that hasn't showed up yet.
Yeah, he's pocketing 1 ball a break, and the Ron Johnson we know is at least 2 every break. He needs to work that out a little bit. Now, Joe, this is his second match. Anything that he needs to work on a little bit?
I think he figured it out on the last rack. He like I said, the nerves were on both sides. Whoever figures it out by this point is going to win it.
Absolutely.
And,
all right, Darren. Yeah. All right, Darren, let me bring you in. You've seen Ron shoot a number of times. We talked about his break. Anything else that Ron needs to concentrate on to, come out on top tonight?
Yeah, I just think for both of them, it's the first 5 racks were kind of squirrely. Joe got a good one in there. I think Ron's still trying to find his best arsenal. And I think the second half is just a new game. And they just come out. The game is basically, it's close as it's going to get. And, you come out and you play hard for the next 4 racks and you see what you get. It's not about setting some high number. Now it's just about getting the win. So.
Absolutely. So let me bring somebody in here that's going to have a major factor here. The winner of this match actually faces our, how do I say this? Our standard setter, 65, Mr. 65. You've heard of golf, Mr. 59. Well, this is Mr. 65 right here. All right. So, Chris, I know you wanted to add something here. I'm going to turn it over to you a little bit here. And then before we get back into it, I do have another issue, so to speak, to discuss. So, Chris, the floor is yours.
Well, first of all, thanks for having me on again, Jim, Roopster, and Darren. Good to see you guys. And what's going on, everybody that's in the chat? I hope you're enjoying this match as well as I am, sitting around in the background. What I wanted to add was, after being a part of this tournament and seeing how things typically go, where like at the halftime show, basically we get some commentary from the co-hosts as to what the players or what they think the players need to do. I'm actually very well interested in what have the players acknowledge themselves during their match on what they think they need to do, besides not miss, right? That is the obvious thing. I mean, the players themselves should know what they're capable of doing, what they're capable of not doing. What do they feel like they might be lacking in this current matchup today?
You want to start with Ron?
Either one.
Okay, Ron, you heard the question. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The floor is yours.
Yeah, bar none, it's a break. I'm trying to make little adjustments, and the little adjustments aren't doing it. And I've noticed over the last couple of days when I break that, I consistently get that 1, but I'm not seeing the consistent 2s and 3s. And so I'm adding a little bit of power, still stroking the same place that I normally do. Now, I'll adjust a little bit again and see if I can find that sweet spot again to be able to get that 2 and 3 ball break, and then just settling in. I settled in a little bit, but there was a couple of shots there that, they were close. I got out of shape, and as we all know, you get out of shape on 1 ball and it hurts the rest of them. So, and it's how you recover, and I'm just not recovering well. So that's what I see.
Okay, very good.
So one quick follow-up before Joe goes. Ron, you're a veteran to this format, just like Darren and Rubin. Are the nerves still there?
Oh, absolutely. It's not. I can say it's nowhere near as bad as the first 2 matches of the last tournament. I was shooting very similar. If you go back and you look at those matches, it's nerves are still there. It's self-imposed pressure because I know what I'm capable of doing, and I want to be able to put out my best game. And when I'm not putting out my best game, then it puts you a little bit on edge. So, and Ron, it's just past that and getting aggressive.
And Ron, that's a great segue because I do have both of your last two matches posted in the description. So if anyone wants to see that, the link is right there. So yeah, check them out. All right, Joe, you heard the question as well?
Yeah.
All right.
For me, I just wasn't getting a good shot on the 2-ball. For me, it's not so much nerves as it's just me being like, well, that sucks, and then trying to come up with a shot. But really what I'm doing is I'm just trying to grind it out because like the last rack, I'm like, eventually I'm going to get a good rack. And when I do get a good rack, I'm over that threshold and I can just play. It's, you know, I'm doing my best to just keep myself calm. You know, when I said I just want a shot at the 2-ball, I was just letting off a little bit of steam so I didn't hold that in. That's a tactic that I've learned for myself rather than just dwelling on something, to be acknowledging what it is that I'm frustrated about. So I'm not just thinking about, well, am I going to get a shot on the 2 in this rack or am I going to rattle that ball? You know, I still feel confident. I still feel, you know, like I'm in. And as we all know, sometimes it doesn't really matter what your mindset is. You're just not quite there that night. So it's just a matter of, hey, if I can only play to 60% of my ability, I'm going to damn well play to 60% then. Like, I'm going to do everything I can to be as high as I can be, given that I'm not quite, like, on. So, you know, I'm just trying to treat every rack as a brand new situation. Not really worried about the score a whole lot. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to score what I did the last match, and that's okay. I'm really just trying to have grit and just make it through the match. That's all I'm doing.
Perfect. Awesome, man. All right. Chris, thank you very much. Now, let me just cover a couple things here. As you know, we did have a cancellation on Saturday. The Dante Talking Runs and Making Runs match versus Chuck from Backyard Billiards. Before I get to that, let me just give you some updated information. So our next match will be Tuesday night on the 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's John Grego out of California against Sean Bell, who was our record holder on his first match at 62. And immediately following that, we are actually going to have a one-loss side match, Eric Simpson, Pool Guy 29, versus Rubin Barnes. So the time will obviously be right after that. I'm trying to get the Josh Duff and Morgan Bass match rescheduled as well, and the Chuck and Dante. We're looking at Thursday, but I'll have that information in a little bit. Now, one thing I want to talk about, and this is you know, a situation that I've never been in, but it's a very important situation. As we know, one of our family members, and I call it a family member because this is a tight group we have here. I mean, we have 50-some people here tonight. And this is, you know, a situation that I don't really want to put anyone in. But let me just give you some background. Chuck has given me permission to speak about his health concerns, okay? In case you missed his, he came on last night to, you know, inform us where he stands. He did, you know, the virus got him, so to speak. So in case you don't know, Chuck has 6 children, okay, a wife and 6 children. Christmas is coming up. Chuck cannot work at this time, obviously, okay? And just from my perspective, you know, I think this community can come together and do what you can. I know times are tough right now, and I'm not asking you. I would never do that. But if you can, if there's anything that you can give, Rooster's going to post a link to his PayPal account right there. You know, I don't care what it is. He doesn't care what it is. Everything is going to go to his family for Christmas. I want him, to, you know, his 6 children and his wife and himself to enjoy the holidays. You know, this is just an unfortunate thing that happened to his family. You know, I just think, you know, if we come together, we can, you know, give him a little something, whatever you can. It doesn't matter. And I think that would be awesome if we could do that. And Rooster, you're going to go ahead and do that. I do have a link to his PayPal PayPal account in my description as well. If you would go to his channel, obviously if you have a mobile phone, that doesn't show up. But if you're on a computer, you'll be able to hit his donate button right there. This will go directly to him. And, you know, I've talked to him every day. And the last time I talked to him, you know, he was doing better. But, you know, he can't work. And, you know, I told him that I'm going to do what I can for him. And, you know, I hope that, you know, like I said, times are tough right now for everyone. But if you just have a little something, I would appreciate it. Rubster, you want to say anything on this?
I think you covered everything well. The link, I just dropped the link on the chat, and then the link is also in the description. And that takes you straight to, you know, his PayPal account.
Okay.
And as far as, you know, that family part, I mean, you know, we're a big pool family.
Awesome.
And from playing in many leagues, many everything, you know, this is nothing new to me. I mean, of course, this kind of game brings all levels of life together, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could have any types of life play against each other. And, you know, we're just a big family.
Okay. Darren, anything to add?
I think you guys said it really well. Chuck's a good guy, and you know, bad times hit everybody. And yeah, if there's anything that anybody can do, like I said, nobody's holding anybody at gunpoint. Just if there's anything that anybody can do, you know, it's that time of year to think about other people outside of yourself. So.
And what I say, it's not necessary, but it would truly be appreciated by Chuck. So, you know, I appreciate you guys obviously being here. Anything you can do for him, you know, thumbs up to you. So, you know, I'm sorry to go a little downer here, you know, because this is an awesome match. So let's get back into it. Gentlemen, I appreciate you holding on for us right here while we cover this issue. And so right now we are at Joe, you're at 22, Ron at 20. Gentlemen, we have 4 racks to go. Good luck to both of you. And let's go, Joe. Rack number 6.
Good luck, guys.
Seven ball, 3 ball, 8 ball.
All right.
I'm going to play it as it is.
Joe is playing for a possibility of 11. Darren and Rubin, keep an eye, please. Good shot. Okay, looks like 7 for a total of 29 for Joe after 6 racks. All right. Mr. Johnson, you need to unmute yourself, please, sir.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Looks like 2 down.
A little better. 8 ball.
I'm sorry, Ron, you pocketed 2. Was the 8 and the what?
The 8 ball. Did you hear me?
You're kind of breaking up.
What about now? Can you hear me?
Perfect.
I don't know why this is misbehaving again.
It's your lavalier microphone rubbing against your shirt, so we hear a bunch of the static noise.
Is that what it is?
I'm familiar with that.
We okay now?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to play it where it lies, Jim.
Okay. Playing for possibility of 11. Stroke, Ron.
Nice shot.
Okay, so it looks like Ron with 7 in rack number 6 for a total of 27. So after rack 6, Joe 29, Ron 27. All right, Joe, rack number 7, you're leading 29-27.
One ball's down, and the 6 ball is
One
down.
ball, 6 ball.
I will be taking. Well, wait a second.
Okay.
Commercial break.
Until you move that cue ball, you don't declare.
Okay. I'll go for it.
Okay, playing for 11. The 6 was pocketed on the break. Joe's on the 7. That was for an 11. Successful 11 gives Joe 40 after rack number 7. Before I move on, I want to just thank Nick G and Pool Hustlers Inc. for your generosity. Thank you very much, gentlemen. All right, Mr. Johnson, you're sitting at 27, and Joe, with a successful 11-point run, is sitting at 40.
Good out, Joe. Good out, Joe.
Looks like 1 ball pocketed on the break.
Correct, sir. 8 ball. Oh, we're going to have to go ball in hand.
Playing for a maximum of 9.
Overcut it.
So Ron, 3 in rack number 7 for a total of 30. So after rack 7, Joe 40, Ron 30. All right, Joe, 40-30, you are in the lead going into rack number 8.
All right, I made the 3 ball.
Okay.
So if I make the 1 and then the 2, 9, well, how many points would I get?
That would be 3 points, 1 for the 1 pocketed, and the 9 ball would be +2.
Okay. I will take ball in hand.
Okay.
Plus, you could respot it, right, Jim?
No, you cannot.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that one.
Two then.
Okay. 1 ball went down, 3 ball on the break for a total of 2. So Joe is sitting at 42 after 8. All right, Mr. Johnson, rack number 8, you're sitting at 30. Joe at 42 after 8. Possibly the 5 ball down.
5 ball down. Take ball in hand.
All right, playing for 9. Apparently the 4 ball passes.
We're going to find out. You shall not pass.
All right, so we have a 5 for Ron in rack number 8 for a total of 35. Going into the final rack, we have Joe 42, Ron 35. All right, Joe, 42-35, final rack. Good luck to you.
Made the 7 ball, and that is it.
Okay, 7 ball break.
We'll take ball in hand.
Okay, playing for 9. All right, so Joe with a 3 for a total of 45 left the door open a little bit for Ron going into the final rack.
11 beats you.
All right, Ron, here's your situation. Joe's sitting at 45. You're sitting at 35.
So what you're saying is there's a chance, Jim.
There is a chance, my man. So good luck to you.
Jim, isn't there a possibility for a 10?
There is a possibility of 10. I want to make you aware of this. If you take ball in hand and you have an 8-9 combination and both go in, 8 balls down plus 2 for the 9 would total 10.
Yep.
Okay?
Well, I am going to play it for a regard. Fortunate that I have a shot on the 1.
What ball did you pocket on the break, sir?
Well, I'm going to go check that corner pocket for you because that seems to be the consistent one. That's a 6 ball.
Okay. He is playing for an 11.
This is going to be a second I'm getting the attention. Anybody that's had a McDermott knows that if you have standard, this is an all-day love affair. Getting it in there is not so bad. Just getting it back out of there. Looks like there's a million threads on that bolt.
Take your time. Not sure that he can see the 3.
Nip. Thought I tried over you.
All right. For a total of 3, for a grand total of 38. So our final, Joe, 45, Ron, 38. Let's go ahead and bring everybody back in here. Whew. Comes down to the last rack again. First of all, congratulations, Joe. You know, I'm going to call him the kid, man. He's coming in here and, you know, he put Ron somewhere where he hasn't been before. You know, he's going to be in the one-loss side. And, you know, that's saying something right there, man. You came in and, you know, wasn't your best, you know, game, obviously, but, you know, you did what you needed to do. And congratulations on that. Ron, you know, the break just wasn't there for a while, and you kind of found it a little bit in the second half. But let's go ahead and go to Roopster a little bit. Anything to add on the match tonight?
Like always, they're always entertaining, you know.
I'm telling you, man.
They don't have to be pretty, but they're always entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Congratulations, Joe. You know that score ain't going to cut it no more, buddy. So I know you know what you need to do.
Not against that guy.
Thanks to this guy, you know, he made it difficult for everybody else.
Yeah.
So congratulations on that win. You know what you have to do for the next one. Enjoy the victory. I hope you improve your game for the next one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, Rooster saying, you know, it's entertaining. You can't see me on camera, but literally I was like this when Ron was shooting. You know, I'm just, you know, that was the pressure that I felt for him through that rack. Darren, anything to add?
Yeah, I was feeling that pressure too, man. The whole time Ron was, oh man, from the start of that match, I was just like this, you know. It's tough because I buried myself behind a lot of stuff last night or on Friday and hooked the hell out of myself, so I know what it feels like. But yeah, congratulations to Joe. You shot well. It's a good score, you know. You know that you could have shot better, and same thing with Ron. But you know, that's sometimes those are the layouts, man. It is what it is. So congratulations, and you move on.
Chris, you go ahead and unmute yourself for a second because you are the next opponent for Joe, and obviously we'll be setting up that match. Anything you want to fire it up a little bit? You want to stab at him or anything?
Nah, I don't do that kind of stuff. I mean, congratulations, Joe. You know, it was a job well done. All I can say is at the end of the day, like, you know, I might have the record, but that doesn't mean anything. What matters is winning your match and moving on to the next round. So when you and I go at it, let's just go at it and have some fun and see what happens.
You can't say it any better than that. Let me first go to Ron Johnson. You know, he was our champion in the first tournament that I held. You know, man, awesome. He scored a 59. Obviously, his break wasn't there tonight, okay? and he knows that. We spoke about it at the break, and he did his best tonight. And sometimes you just can't find it, and he couldn't find his break tonight. But I know this guy right here. I would not want to be on the other end of the one loss side right now, whoever he's playing, and I'll have that bracket updated. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, you need to do that because I'm sending that out, an updated bracket. And if you want to follow the rest of this tournament, it is heating up big time right now. Our first tournament champion has now been put in the one loss side, and I know this guy right here. He's going to fight. So, and congratulations to the young guy coming in here and 2-0 right now. So, Joe, awesome job, man.
Thank you.
All right. So,
good win, Joe. Good shooting.
Thank you.
Perfect. Anything else we want to add? Before we go on to that, I want to thank. I click back to the chat. We've had a couple of generous people in there. I do appreciate that. Again, I wouldn't ask unless this was a special situation. And one of our community members, as Roopster said, the pool community, is struggling right now. So anything you can do, I do appreciate it. And of course, if you can't, no big deal. But if you can, help us out. This is a great community. I appreciate everyone showing up tonight and any support that you can give. And other than that, Joe, you're moving on. Ron, I know you're going to fight your ass off, my man. I know you.
I'll be back fighting.
I know. And Rubin, Darren, Lil Chris, thanks for your help tonight, man. Awesome match, as I thought it would be. And we will see you all Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Jonathan Grego versus Sean Bell, who was our previous record holder with 62 in his first match. So should be an entertaining one. And followed by that, we do have that one-loss side match. Eric, Pool Guy Simpson, 29, and Robin Barnes following that winner side match. So Tuesday night's going to be loaded with action as well. Go ahead, Joe.
Just wanted to say, great job, Ron. It was, I know you're probably thinking the same thing I was, where it's like, we're kind of being built up to have this great match and, do our best to entertain people and live up to that. I know I felt a little pressure to live up to that. I think if I were to look back on it, that's probably what was in my head more than anything, was just not wanting to let people down. So I don't know if you were thinking that or not, but I just wanted to say, we both shot really well considering where we were at. I'm the new guy and you won the last tournament, and we've got all this extra stuff beyond just playing the game, that Chris has talked about before too, where there are expectations from yourself, from your opponents, from your the fans and people watching. So it's not always the controlled environment where you can just shoot balls. I've been playing a lot and practicing a lot, and I've played about half of my ability, and it's nothing I can do about that, but just keep doing as much as I can that night. I think we both really did that. And, I very much felt like at any moment it could completely switch. And it was I'm walking over here at the last rack. I'm like, well, if he gets 11, he gets 11. If we tie, we go to the, it's just it's a very different experience when you're we don't know what's going to happen here. And both people are really trying their best. And so I just wanted to say, great playing, and it's fun to play you, and hopefully we'll play again in this tournament.
Wow.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah,
well said.
Absolutely. And I agree with you, Joe. There is a certain amount of pressure behind that. You want to show well, you want to show your best game, and sometimes you just can't put your best game on the table. And, I told people I'm going to shoot what the table gives me tonight, and I didn't break well, and I had some racks that I had to really work through. Even that last rack, I had to work through it, and I had to let the cue ball fly a little bit, got out of control myself. And Rubin knows how that feels all too well. Don't you, Rubin?
Yep.
Been there, done that.
So let me give you a little something on both of you. As you were talking, I'm sitting here looking at the screen as our viewers are, and you'll see this if you didn't. There's myself, Little Chris, Rooster, and Darren, who have witnessed a lot of matches, and the heads were going like this as both of you were talking. We all understand where you're coming from. So
Yeah, we feel all that.
yeah, we absolutely understand exactly where you're coming from. Yeah.
This goes.
At the end of the day,
we're basically playing against the ghosts,
Yeah.
which is ourselves. But
Yeah.
like Darren, there, you could have your best game and your worst game all in one.
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's so
Absolutely.
true. So true. So good luck to the both of you in
Well,
the
like me,
tournament.
it was just a bunch of scratching too.
Yeah, no kidding. So,
Yeah.
all right. Again, gentlemen, thank you very much. Ron, Joe, great show tonight. The fans, the viewers, thanks for being here tonight. I will see all of you Tuesday night. As always.
Chuck, get better, Chuck.
Yeah, no kidding,
Have a great
man.
night.
Everybody.
Get well, Chuck.
We appreciate everybody that donated. If we missed you guys out there, the link's going to be in the description. So if you're watching this later, just follow the description. And I know Chuck really appreciates, whatever you guys could do.
Absolutely. All right. Well said, Roopster. Appreciate it, man. All right. Have a good one.
Take care,
Have a
everybody.
good one, everybody.